There's a timeless piece of wisdom that says, "Not everyone who cries for help truly wants to be saved." In a world driven by compassion and connection, it's hard not to lend a hand when someone is struggling. But here's a profound truth. Some people take advantage of kindness, dragging you down with them instead of rising up. Recognizing these individuals isn't about being unkind or selfish. It's about protecting your peace and energy. In this video, we'll dive deep into 10 types of people we should avoid helping, guided by principles of modern Stoicism and the wisdom of life itself. This isn't a guide to harden your heart. It's about understanding where your efforts create real value and when to let go. Stick around as we uncover these archetypes one by one. By the end, you'll not only gain clarity on who may be draining your energy, but also discover how to reclaim your focus and live with purpose. Make sure to watch until the end, because number 10 might just change the way you see generosity forever. The perpetual victim, a trap of endless complaints. The first type of person we should avoid helping is the perpetual victim. You know this person. They're always stuck in the same problems, complaining endlessly but never taking action to change their situation. They're convinced the world is out to get them, and no matter how much support you offer, it's never enough. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on what we can control. When you pour your energy into someone who refuses to take responsibility for their own life, you're violating this principle. Instead of empowering them, you enable their behavior, creating a cycle of dependence. These individuals often seek attention rather than solutions. They don't really want help. They want someone to validate their feelings and feed their narrative of helplessness. By constantly stepping in, you risk becoming their emotional crutch, draining your energy while their situation remains unchanged. Compassion doesn't mean sacrificing yourself for someone who refuses to move forward. Recognize the difference between someone genuinely in need and someone addicted to their own misery. Save your energy for those willing to grow. The chronic taker, draining without giving. The next type of person to avoid helping is the chronic taker. These individuals have an unrelenting habit of taking without ever giving back. Whether it's time, resources, or emotional support, they thrive on the generosity of others, but rarely, if ever, reciprocate. Helping someone should be a mutual exchange of energy. It doesn't always have to be equal, but it should never be entirely one-sided. Chronic takers, however, see kindness as a resource to exploit. They'll gladly accept your help, but vanish the moment you're the one in need. Stoicism emphasizes self-respect and boundaries. Allowing someone to continually drain your resources is a disservice to yourself and the people who genuinely value your support. Every time you enable a taker, you're choosing them over others who might truly benefit from your kindness. It's not about shutting off your generosity. It's about redirecting it wisely. Help those who will use your support to grow, not those who treat your effort as an endless supply to be consumed without gratitude or growth. This clarity isn't about bitterness. It's about protecting your peace and ensuring your efforts create positive change. The manipulative charmer, deceptive appeals for help. Another person to be wary of helping is the manipulative charmer. These individuals have a way with words, knowing exactly how to pull at your heartstrings. They present their problems in a way that makes you feel guilty for even considering saying no. But beneath their charm lies a calculated agenda. These people often exaggerate their needs or fabricate situations to gain your sympathy. They thrive on your generosity, but have little regard for the strain it places on you. They're not looking for genuine help. They're looking for an advantage. Modern Stoicism teaches us to value truth and integrity. Falling for manipulative tactics not only drains your resources, but also encourages deceitful behavior. It's essential to recognize when someone's charm is masking selfish intentions. Remember, true need doesn't rely on manipulation. Help those who are honest about their struggles, not those who twist your kindness to serve their hidden motives. The habitual excuse maker, masters of avoidance. The next type of person we should be cautious about helping is the habitual excuse maker. These individuals have a reason, sometimes an elaborate one, for every failure, setback, or missed opportunity in their lives. They are experts at deflecting responsibility and convincing themselves, and you, that external factors are always to blame. You might offer them advice, resources, or opportunities, but no matter how much you try to help, they find a way to explain why it just won't work for them. They are stuck in a loop of self-sabotage and avoidance, and instead of using your support to grow, they use it as fuel for their excuses. Stoicism teaches the value of accountability and action. When you invest in someone who refuses to take ownership of their life, you're wasting time and energy that could be directed towards someone who is ready to make a change. It's not your job to carry someone who won't take the first step for themselves. Be kind, but don't get trapped in their web of excuses. Your energy is too valuable for that. The eternal pessimist, draining your optimism. Now let's talk about the eternal pessimist. These are the people who always see the glass as half empty, no matter how much you try to fill it. Their worldview is dominated by negativity, and they often dismiss or undermine any efforts to bring positivity into their lives. When you try to help them, they might say things like, "That won't work, it's pointless," or "You just don't understand how bad things really are." Over time, their negativity can start to seep into your own mindset, leaving you drained and doubting your own optimism. While Stoicism encourages compassion, it also emphasizes the importance of guarding your inner peace. Constant exposure to a pessimist's bleak outlook can cloud your judgment and weaken your resolve. Instead of lifting them up, you may find yourself pulled down. Helping someone who refuses to see possibilities is often an uphill battle with no summit in sight. It's important to protect your energy and focus on those who are willing to embrace hope and solutions. The entitled one, demanding without gratitude. Another person to avoid helping is the entitled one. These individuals believe they are owed your time, effort, and resources simply because they exist. Gratitude is foreign to them, and they see generosity not as a gift, but as something they're entitled to. When you try to help, they don't say, "Thank you." Instead, they often imply or outright say, "Is that all?" Their demands grow larger over time, and no matter how much you give, it's never enough. Helping them feels less like a kind gesture and more like an obligation. Stoicism reminds us to act with reason and fairness. Giving to someone who lacks appreciation devalues your effort and encourages their toxic sense of entitlement. It also takes away from others who genuinely need your help and will cherish it. Compassion should not come at the cost of enabling arrogance. Protect your generosity by ensuring it goes to those who value it, not to those who demand it without gratitude. The drama magnet, thriving on chaos. Another type of person to avoid helping is the drama magnet. These individuals always seem to be in the middle of a crisis, and no matter how much you try to help, their problems never seem to end. In fact, offering support often drags you into their whirlwind of chaos, leaving you emotionally exhausted. Drama magnets thrive on attention. They might exaggerate their struggles or even create new conflicts just to keep the spotlight on themselves. While it may feel noble to jump in and try to rescue them, you'll quickly find that their issues are either self-inflicted or fabricated entirely. Stoicism teaches us to seek peace and avoid unnecessary turmoil. By constantly engaging with someone who creates drama, you're sacrificing your serenity for problems that often aren't real or solvable. Instead of getting pulled into their storms, focus on helping those who genuinely want to find calm and resolution. Save your energy for people who aim to grow, not those addicted to chaos. The passive manipulator, silent but calculated. The next person to avoid helping is the passive manipulator. Unlike the overtly manipulative charmer, this individual operates in subtle, quiet ways, using guilt, silence, or indirect pressure to get what they want. They never outright ask for help, but their behavior makes you feel like you have no choice but to step in. For example, they might play the role of the poor me figure, silently hoping others will notice their struggles and come to their rescue. Or they may subtly guilt trip you by implying that you're the only one who can help them. Over time, you'll find yourself burdened by their unspoken expectations. Stoicism values clarity and honesty. Allowing someone to manipulate you through passive tactics only fosters resentment and drains your emotional energy. It's essential to recognize when someone is leveraging your empathy without directly expressing their needs. Helping should be based on mutual respect and openness, not silent pressure or unspoken obligations. Stand firm and redirect your kindness toward those who communicate honestly and respect your boundaries. The chronic complainer, trapped in negativity. Now let's discuss the chronic complainer. These individuals have a knack for finding faults in everything, and they're not shy about voicing their dissatisfaction. Whether it's the weather, their job, their relationships, or even your attempts to help, nothing ever seems good enough for them. Helping a chronic complainer often feels like trying to fill a bottomless pit. You might offer solutions, resources, or emotional support, but instead of gratitude, you're met with more complaints. Over time, their constant negativity can start to weigh you down, affecting your mood and outlook on life. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to guard our inner peace. When you spend your energy trying to please someone who refuses to find contentment, you're wasting your efforts on a futile endeavor. Instead, focus on those who appreciate positivity and are willing to work toward bettering their circumstances. Save your kindness for people who uplift you, not those who drag you into their spiral of discontent. The emotionally unavailable, closed off to support. Another person to be cautious about helping is the emotionally unavailable. These individuals may seem like they need support, but when you extend your hand, they shut you out or refuse to engage. They are often guarded, distant, or unwilling to open up, making it nearly impossible for your efforts to make a difference. While it's natural to want to help someone who appears to be struggling, forcing help on someone who isn't ready or willing can do more harm than good for both of you. Their lack of receptiveness can leave you feeling frustrated and unappreciated. Stoic wisdom reminds us that we cannot control others, only ourselves. If someone chooses to remain emotionally closed off, it's not your responsibility to break through their barriers. Helping is only effective when the person is ready to accept it. Instead, focus your efforts on those who are open to connection and growth. Let go of the need to save someone who isn't willing to be saved. The opportunist helping for their gain, not growth. Next on the list is the opportunist. These individuals view help not as an act of kindness, but as a chance to gain something for themselves. They may appear grateful at first, but their true motives are self-serving, using your generosity as a stepping stone to further their own agenda. Opportunists often seek help not because they need it, but because they see an easy way to save time, money, or effort at your expense. Once they've gained what they wanted, they disappear without a second thought, leaving you feeling used and undervalued. Stoicism teaches us to act with discernment and fairness. By recognizing opportunists early on, you can protect yourself from exploitation and ensure your kindness is directed toward those who truly deserve it. Helping someone should lead to growth and betterment, not just convenience for them. Be vigilant about where your energy goes and ensure it creates meaningful impact, not just short-term advantages for someone else. The toxic neglector, ignoring help but expecting more. Another person to be wary of helping is the toxic neglector. These individuals may accept your help initially, but quickly disregard your advice, efforts, or resources. Despite ignoring your assistance, they often return asking for more, creating a cycle of dependency without accountability. Toxic neglectors are frustrating because they neither value your input nor use it to improve their situation. Instead, they treat your efforts as disposable, often repeating the same mistakes or problems that brought them to you in the first place. Stoicism encourages us to focus on relationships and actions that align with mutual respect and growth. Investing in someone who continually neglects your help is not only unwise, but also emotionally draining. Helping is a two-way street. It requires the recipient to take responsibility and make the most of the support they are given. If someone consistently neglects this, it's a sign to redirect your energy elsewhere. The energy vampire, sapping your strength. Let's talk about the energy vampire, a person who doesn't just need help, but thrives on draining your emotional, mental, or physical energy. These individuals always seem to have a crisis, a complaint, or a dramatic issue that demands your immediate attention. leaving you feeling exhausted and depleted after every interaction. Energy vampires rarely solve their problems. Instead, they cycle through them endlessly, relying on others to recharge their emotional batteries. Over time, their presence can leave you feeling drained, anxious, or even resentful, as they take far more than they give back. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of maintaining balance and protecting our inner peace. Helping someone should never come at the cost of your well-being. By identifying energy vampires, you can set healthy boundaries and ensure your efforts go toward people and situations that uplift rather than deplete you. Your time and energy are precious. Save them for those who inspire growth and positivity, not those who feed off your strength without contributing anything in return. As we wrap up this journey, remember that generosity is one of the most beautiful qualities we can embody, but it must be paired with wisdom. Helping others should uplift both the giver and the receiver, creating a cycle of growth and mutual respect. We've uncovered 10 types of people who can misuse or drain your kindness, from the perpetual victim to the energy vampire. Recognizing these individuals isn't about being judgmental. It's about valuing your time, energy, and emotional well-being. True generosity lies in helping those who are ready to grow, not in enabling toxic cycles. And here's a thought to leave you with. Helping the wrong people doesn't just harm you. It takes away from those who truly need and appreciate your support. Generosity, when directed wisely, becomes an act of empowerment, not a burden. If this video resonated with you, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more life-changing insights. Don't forget to like, comment, and share your thoughts. What lessons about generosity have you learned in your own life? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. And remember, your energy is precious. Choose wisely where and with whom you share it.